The Yankees win the final game of a three-game set against the Baltimore Orioles by a score of 10-3. They win the series after losing the first game in a really bad fashion. They break out offensively in the second and the third games, scoring 13 yesterday. They scored 10 today. Jameson Taillon got the start. He was very sharp. 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and struck out 10 batters. Actually, he went 6 1/3 innings, not 6 innings. Correct that. And he had a nasty curveball tonight. That curveball was really, really worked for him well. Had a good fastball as usual. And the fastball curveball, which over in Pittsburgh, the pitch that Taillon was known for was his curveball. So that was on display tonight. And that curveball coming out of the hand looks a lot like that four-seam fastball. Very similar spin, similar plane before it just falls off. So you saw some really bad swings by Baltimore on some pitches that they probably thought were fastballs and just dropped off and were disgusting curveballs. So a really good start from Jameson Taillon. And his ERA on the season now is down to 4.04. He's almost into the threes after having a season where before the month of July he was well into the fives. And the Yankees' first couple of innings didn't look too great against Matt Harvey, aside from a Anthony Rizzo 13-pitch at bat. He was hitting balls foul, just foul ball after foul ball, just foul home runs over and over again. Then they hit a couple balls hard in the third, and then they broke through a bit in the fourth. Rizzo had another foul ball and then finally kept one straight, hit his first Yankee Stadium homer, his third with the Yankees in 6 games. Judge had a little pop-up single, which was a theme in this game. Yankees hit some pop-ups that the Orioles they couldn't get to, or dropped in front between guys or in front of guys. Judge had a little pop-up single. Stanton worked a walk, and then Glaber with a ribby single the other way, which is a good piece of hitting from Glaber. We've seen him go the other way a couple of games now. He had 2 hits today. Later was a rocket double down the line. So if Glaber Torres could get going, him and DJ, who also had a really good night, that would be huge for this team. In the 5th inning, Kyle Higashioka doubled, and then DJ had a ribby single with the infield in after Gardner grounded out, but moving Higgy to third. Just a missile off of DJ's bat into left field. Then DJ with another ribby single in the 7th inning. And then Stanton hits a little pop fly into right field with 2 outs that scores 3 runs. It dropped in front of DJ Stewart, the right fielder, and first baseman could not make the catch. And Joey Gallo was hustling from first all the way home, scored without a throw on a little pop fly. So really good hustle from Joey Gallo there, really good play. And then Glaber laced a double down the line, drove in Stanton to make it 8-3. Then in the 8th inning, Jonathan Davis just called up today, hit his first Yankee hit. Then Gary Sanchez hit another pop fly, this one into left field, just dropped between a couple of guys, went for a single, and then DJ with a 2-run double just grounded right down the line. So good piece of hitting from DJ. He had a good night. Had 3 hits today. Hit the ball all over the field, 1 up the middle, couple to left. Glaber with some good drives. And then out of the bullpen, Clay Holmes and Albert Abreu looked pretty good. So complete game for the Yankees. They were good pitching-wise. Taillon was great. Couple of dunkers in the first inning, then gave up a homer that would have been out only in Yankee Stadium. So he pitched really well today. And then Holmes, Abreu, Jonathan Loaisiga looked good. And the offense woke up for the second straight game, and hopefully they can stay awake the rest of the season. With the way that they've pitched this year, if the offense could just do this, or even half of this, score 5 runs a game the rest of the year, then they have a shot at the division. Potentially an outside shot at the division. But they definitely have a chance at making that wild card. So tomorrow they play Seattle, who are just behind them. The Yankees now 2 games back of Oakland for the second wild card, and then just ahead of Seattle. So Seattle comes into the stadium for 4. That'll be a huge series for the Yankees. Tomorrow they'll start Nestor Cortes, who's been really good. Hopefully the offense can continue, and you look to open the series against Seattle with a win tomorrow. But good series against Baltimore overall, aside from the first game. Last 2 games really, really good. Got a great start from Healy yesterday, and then good start from JMO today. So if the offense can keep it up and the starting pitching can keep it up, then they'll be in a good spot.